Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have discussed about basics of data science. Now let's see what are various types of data. On the basis of content, data can be categorized into two main categories, quantitative data and qualitative data. Quantitative data is the one that can be quantified or can be expressed with numerical variables. It answers the questions like how much and how many. For example, height of a person and weight of a person. Whereas qualitative data consists of words and symbols. It is not represented by numerical variables. It is expressed in categories. Therefore, it is also called as categorical variables. It answers the questions like how and why. For example, gender, colors, and names of the person. The significant difference between quantitative and qualitative data is the one that we can perform logical and arithmetic operations on quantitative data, whereas which is not possible in the case of qualitative data. Quantitative data are further categorized as discrete, continuous, interval, and ratio level data. Discrete data can be represented through integers, that is, they cannot be broken down into smaller parts such as decimals. For example, number of cars, number of houses, etc. We can say that person can have 3 cars or he has 2 houses, but we cannot say that person has 1.5 cars or 2.5 houses. That is, the number is a whole integer and we call it as discrete data. On the other hand, continuous data is the one which is represented in the form of decimals, which can be broken down into smaller parts. For example, height of a person. We can represent height as 3 feet also and 3.2 feet also. On the other hand, we have interval and ratio level data. Interval data is represented in the form of numbers, which is always measured along the scale. For example, temperature. Let's say we have two ranges of temperature. One is 70 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. The difference between them is 10 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, we have 40 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. Again, the difference is 10 degrees Celsius. We can say that they have the same interval, but it does not have a true zero value. That is, if we say that temperature is 0 degree, we cannot say that temperature is not present. 0 degree means a cold temperature. On the other hand, ratio level data has the same properties as of interval data, but it also has a true zero value. To illustrate this, we have example of weight of a person. We say that person A has 40 kg weight and person B has 20 kg weight. It is represented in the ratio of 2 is to 1. We can compare the weight of a person A is twice that of person B. And weight 0 kgs denotes the absence of a person. Further, qualitative data are categorized into nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal data is used to represent name or variables or label the variables without applying any order to it. For example, gender, men and women, marital status, single or unmarried. It just categorizes the variable without specifying any order. That is, we cannot arrange these categories from highest to lowest order or vice versa. On the other hand, ordinal data categorizes the data based on the order of their position on scale. For example, in a race, the participants are categorized based on their winning position, such as first, second, and third. So, the main points of differentiation between quantitative data and qualitative data is that quantitative data is represented in the form of numbers and it answers the questions how much, how many, and how often, which is not done by the qualitative data. And questions such as how and why this has happened is being answered by qualitative data, and the data is represented in the form of categories. We can perform arithmetic and logical operation on quantitative data, which is not possible in the case of qualitative data. Some examples of quantitative data is exam scores, weight, height, temperature. On the other hand, qualitative data has colors, names, ethnicity of a person, and so on. Continuous and discrete data can be differentiated based on they can be represented into decimals or cannot be represented into decimals. Continuous data is only measured, whereas discrete data is only countable. We can always measure the average distance in kilometers, but we can only count number of hot days and number of trees in tall, medium, or short. Further, nominal and ordinal data are differentiated based on the label and ordering. Nominal data labels the data, whereas ordinal data orders the data. Arithmetic operations is not possible either on the nominal data or ordinal data, but yes, logical operations can be performed on ordinal data. For example, we say that gender is a nominal data, male and female, but we cannot perform any arithmetic or logical operation. We cannot say that male plus female by 2 is something which is useful. Or we cannot say that male is more efficient than females or male is more than female. On the other hand, we can compare the t-shirt sizes such as small, medium, and extra large. We can say that small size is less than the medium size. Similarly, interval and ratio data has only one point of differentiation, such as true zero value. In this example, weight 0 indicates the absence of a person, whereas temperature at 0 degrees Celsius does not denote the absence of temperature. Further, the data has been categorized based on the structure, that is structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data, graphical data, and streaming data. Structured data is the one which has a predefined data model. For example, Excel files or SQL databases. In this, data exists in the form of tables where relationship between rows and columns is established. Rows represent instances of data, whereas columns represent several attributes or variables of data. On the other hand, unstructured data does not have any predefined data model. It usually consists of large volumes of text, images, audios, and videos. Semi-structured data constitutes both structured as well as unstructured data. It does not exist in the form of tables, but contains certain elements that separate data into various hierarchies, such as JSON files or XML files. Similarly, data can be represented in the form of graphs such as line chart, pie chart, bar graph, etc., which helps in better visualization of data. Nowadays, streaming data is a one that is continuously being generated by several sources such as log files, weather reports, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and so on. After categorizing this data, we mention some quality issues such as inconsistencies, duplicacy, and missing value. Data duplicacy means existence of one instance or one row multiple times. For example, in this example, we can see that apple as a fruit name and red as a color exists twice in the data. Similarly, orange as a fruit name and color as an orange exists three times in a data. This indicates data duplicacy, and for further data processing in data science, we need to pre-process this data, which we will see in our future videos. Data inconsistency. In this example, we see that name of a person, gender of a person, and age of a person. We mentioned that Dipesh is a female of age -2. We know that age cannot be in negative numbers. Similarly, Pujita is represented as a male gender, whereas it indicates that Pujita should be a female, and age of Pujita is 0, which also indicates inconsistent data. Next is missing values. In this example, salary of some states is missing, which is denoted by the red color. This, for data science, we need to pre-process these data, which removes missing values, inconsistencies, and duplicacies. In a future video, we will be discussing data pre-processing in data science. Thank you.